What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Kai back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys today. We are here to talk about Xenoverse. It's not really a Xenoverse 2 video, it's a Xenoverse 3 video. And we're here to talk about basically how this game will definitely happen. The new information was kind of brought to my eyes that I did not really realize the discrepancy in sales between Xenoverse and all the other Dragon Ball games are there's that major of a difference. And we're going to be taking a look at a chart in this video at some point in time made by the homie Siriax. Huge shout out to the homie Siriax for that chart. And also, guys, be sure to check out his video talking about Xenoverse 3. I'll have that link down below in the description. And subscribe to that, man. If you're not subscribed to him, you're literally lacking a bit of power that you could gain just by hitting that subscription on his channel. Just saying. So, again, that will be linked down below in the description. Be sure to check it out. Absolutely fire video. Now, like I said, some of the information that Siriax brought up within that video and then the chart that he made and things like that really showed that Xenoverse 3, if it doesn't happen, it'll be Bandai's biggest gaming mistake ever. Besides all the other things that we've looked at and talked about in the past, like how I've said, you don't make 10 DLCs for a particular game if you do not plan on continuing that game. You don't, you just don't do that. 10 DLCs? How many games got 10 DLCs? The only reason you can produce 10 DLCs and keep putting out DLCs is because the fan base continues to buy them. If the fan base didn't continue to buy them and play the game, you would not be able to do that. So the simple fact that they still feel confident enough to release DLC should show you that that alone should show you that a Xenoverse 3 should be happening and should be on the way. But then when you take a look at the actual sales number, because when I looked up the sales numbers, I guess some of them were off, and I didn't go into the most extensive research. I'm sure the homie Siriax actually did. And huge shout out again to him for the chart that you guys see appearing on the screen right now. This chart right here, guys, just shows the huge difference in sales numbers that Xenoverse has compared to all other Dragon Ball games. And we're not just talking about Xenoverse 2, we're talking about Xenoverse 1 as well. Both coming in at 5 million sales. Damn! 5 million. You look at the rest of this chart, the only other game that is close is Fighters at 3.5 mil. Fighters, a game that people literally will play at EVO next year. A game that has been at EVO for 3 years running now. A game that honestly a lot of people can consider, all the 2D people, like I'll say this, all 2D fighting game per people who have that preference have said Dragon Ball Fighters is their favorite Dragon Ball game of all time and the best Dragon Ball game of all time in their opinion as well. So that is a game that is honestly very, very good. A game, like I said, gonna be at 3 EVOs. Game that people will play heavily till this day at 3.5 million. And this is a game that did not only attract the Dragon Ball fans, but it also attracted FGC fans. People who would not even consider buying Xenoverse or any of the other type of arena Dragon Ball games bought Dragon Ball Fighters because it came to the FGC. It came to the 2D, something that can use at EVO, something that would make great tournament play. That was Dragon Ball Fighters, and as of right now, it's at 3.5 mil. Of course, it's going to keep gaining sales. I would probably expect it to eventually definitely at least hit 4 million sales at some point in time without question, but still, the fact that Xenoverse is that much ahead is absolutely insane and should show the true popularity that Xenoverse actually has as a series. Because it's not just Xenoverse 2, it's Xenoverse 1 as well. These are games that both have 5 million sales. Absolutely insane. And then when you take a quick look at the other ones, you got Budokai 3 with 1.8, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with 1 million, I believe. And then you got Raging Blast 2 with 580K. So taking a look at all these games, these are some of the more popular Dragon Ball games that have ever come out. Again, the man Siriax did an absolutely amazing job on this chart. Huge shout out to him once again for it. But like I said, some of the more popular games in Dragon Ball history, not even sniffing what Xenoverse has done. And again, it's not just Xenoverse 2, it is Xenoverse 1 as well. Now, the only one that I really make a case for that can compete with Xenoverse is Budokai 3, because at that time, where gaming was, where advertising was, and where anime was, getting 1.8 mil sales on a Dragon Ball game is absolutely amazing numbers without question. Those are great numbers back for that time. So again, you got to think advertising has advanced. Dragon Ball kind of came, well, it did come back with Super, but it's not even that. It's the simple fact that anime has become a lot more accepted and a lot more watched in today's day. Like, honestly, when I was a kid, anime, not everybody was cool with anime. There were people who watched it, but a lot of people looked at those people as like nerds. Like, it's really not like that now. Everybody has realized the greatness that anime can offer, the stories, the characters, the fights, everything that anime can offer is absolutely amazing. So again, at that time, getting 1.8 mil sales, great numbers without question. But then you look at a game like Raging Blast 2, which a lot of people, including myself, absolutely loved. And it's crazy that it only had 580,000 sales for the amount of comments that I see asking for a Raging Blast 3. You would think that, honestly, just off the comments alone, that game probably got more overall sales than that. But it only got 580K, and that's the main reason that this game is not coming back. It's the main reason that we won't see a Raging Blast 3. I didn't know that the sales were so low for this game, but I do understand why we never got a third installment if the sales were actually that low. Because if you only get that amount of sales, it's really not that tempting to produce a third installment. But when you get 5 mil and you get DLC that is still selling after 3 years, you definitely have what it takes with that game and the money that you've made from it to make a third installment and continue on with the series. Like I said, it'll be Bandai's biggest mistake if they didn't happen. It's truly a matter of time, in my opinion, of when Xenoverse 2 will come out. That is really or Xenoverse 3 will be announced. It's not really an if at this point for me. Like I said, I'm like 95+% sure that it will happen. If Bandai doesn't make it happen, it will be their biggest mistake in Dragon Ball gaming history without question. How do you have your most popular game in the franchise's history and not continue on with it and go off into another route that people may not accept in the same light? It would not make any sense from a business and marketing standpoint. The only reason I say I'm 95% sure and leaving that 5%, because we're talking about Bandai here at the same time. I will say that. They do some bull at times. They come through, but sometimes they do some nonsense, and everybody knows it. Just saying. So again, when you look at that and just look at the simple fact of the sales, the DLC, the amount of people that still play the game till this day, all that stuff, it just shows that it would just be stupid, and there's really no way you could not make a Xenoverse 3 from a marketing standpoint alone if you are working at Bandai, if you are the main developer of the game, the producer with Dimps. It just, again, would be absolutely dumb. So let me know what you guys think about that. Again, huge shout out to the homie Syriax, for that video and for the chart as well. If you have not checked that video and have not subscribed to him, again, what are you doing? You're literally losing power that you could gain just by hitting the subscription button. I'm not lying to you. You literally get that Zen cop. It's like, oh, I just hit the button. I feel the power. That's how it goes. I promise you. And once you watch the videos, you will understand what I'm talking about. But again, man, shout out to him for that. His video will be linked down below in the description. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Think about those numbers and the things I had to say just besides the numbers. Like I said, the DLC, the longevity, and just how stupid it would be of Bandai not to come with a Xenoverse 3. Let me know all that down below in the comments. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed and found this video very informational. Until next time, hope you guys have a good day. We're going to give the double peace today.